Good morning, First Presbyterian Church. I'm recording this message for you about 16 hours before I get on a plane for Scotland. By the time you're watching this, I should have safely arrived in Scotland, and since it's Sunday, I will probably be in the town of Aberdeen. I will have already gone to church earlier this morning, and so I might be enjoying my Sunday afternoon at a local Scottish pub. So please don't call me if you have any technical difficulties with this video. Today's scripture reading, which I assume you just read, is Psalm 91. It's a psalm about protection from all kinds of dangers, everything from famine, disease, warfare, to lions and snakes, and even accidentally stubbing your toe on a rock. This psalm has been a favorite for soldiers in just about every century, especially verse 7, which reads, 1,000 may fall at your side and 10,000 at your right hand, but it will not come near you. This psalm is also the origin of the whole concept of the guardian angel, which comes from verse 11, for he will command his angels concerning you to guard you in all your ways. As far back as the Middle Ages, this song was also a favorite for sailors, for travelers, for exiles, and people who had wandered far from their homes. And that makes sense. People who live life on the road or people who live life on the run are those who are often the most in need of the kind of protections that this psalm promises. There's something else that people who wander need and long for too, and that is home, a dwelling place. As I travel in Scotland over the next 2 weeks, I know that I'm going to see some pretty amazing places. I'm hopefully going to meet some interesting people, but I will also know at all points that I'm just passing through. I have a home, a refuge, a dwelling place, and it's in El Paso with all of you. Some people who wander have dwelling places waiting for them at the end of their road. Others, like those relocating, willingly or unwillingly, to a new city, to a new country, to a new life, may only have the hope, the dream of a safe dwelling place, a refuge on the other side. Psalm 91 reminds us that the only lasting dwelling place and the only real protection comes from the one who made the heavens and the earth. There's a beautiful image in verse 4 of this psalm. He will cover you with his pinions, and under his wings you will find refuge. Pinions are the outer part of a bird's wings. They're the largest and the longest feathers. And so if you've ever seen an image of a mother bird stretching her wings over her babies to shelter them from the wind and the rain, then you understand exactly the kind of picture that the psalmist is painting here. That's protection. That's home. As you wander through life, sometimes it's good to ask yourself if you've ever been dwelling in places where you should be just passing through. Or have you been passing through places where you really should be dwelling? Whether you are dwelling or just passing through, may you find your true and lasting shelter under the shadow of God's wings.